Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we'll start out by having a bit of an overview of the base right now. So guys, this looks insane. We're pretty much just grabbing all the resources we can from around the map, and it seems like we have a bit bias going to the west and not really going to the east. So that'll soon be a way we will have to expand to grab all the resources out here. But before we get to that, let's just look at our base and what is missing. So things are running somewhat good. We have a nice big buffer of steel, copper and iron. But what we really are missing is green electronic circuits and oil. So let's try and expand out that, if we can do it in some orderly fashion. Luckily we do have buffering in these that seems to supply enough in terms of keeping these running. So let's try and keep with one chest of each. That is at least what it looks like is holding at the moment. So let's just take a few more down this way, just to do an easy and very quick expansion. We'll just see what goes wrong in a bit then. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do 2 reds as well. I know we're still buffering it, but we can quite soon, if needed, do that. So that will give us a lot more production in terms of electronic circuits. The other thing we needed to solve was pretty much our oil. We have looked at it before, but what's the main reason for this? These are running fine, but the ones further away, like over here, is lacking barrels. At least that should be the reason if we look at some of these. Yeah, like right here. These are going fast enough. There is oil as a surplus, maybe. Also might just want to tap into more things. I actually thought it might have been a throughput problem, but that seems to have been solved at this stage. So let's see if we can find some more oil. We should have a few up here. Unfortunately, I accidentally got one of these filled up, but that we can change. So let's start with a little oil one up here. Did the same over here, so we'll have to move that as well. But let's start by getting down the things we need to tap into the oil. So that'll go to that one. Let's go up this way to get more hooked up. Of course, let's do it with solar. So we'll have that sorted. Can't go one further with solar. That will go above one ore patch we might need. So there we are. That should get us closer to this patch. Small amount of oil here, not the priority. It doesn't really produce that much. Oil here as well. Let's go towards it. Let's just get a few over this way, just to start exploring this way. And down towards this copper as well. So I have a feeling that will be needed very soon. Yeah, let's just expand this while we go. The reason why I'm doing this is so we will have our infrastructure down to when we expand over to this. And right now we are tapping into most of the ore patches we have running. So that will mean we will have to go into them anyway very soon. Oil patch right here. Let's just get some things around it. Let's get the trees away so we can see a bit. And then we'll continue over this way as well. Where is it at? Solar grids here too. Please go to out here. Can you place down here? We can. And one up here as well, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we are. That will give us in range of this one. Actually doing this will give us a bit closer even, just to get the radar down. So now this is cleared up, let's start by doing some things. What if we have one stored here? Let's see how far back this one goes. Because that's the maximum. What is that, like 20 something back? So it doesn't save infinite in the temporary blueprint scroll wheel, whatever we want to call it. So that means we'll just go down here and steal this one. And that should be an easy way to set up our oil. Let's see, we have some oil here as well. Could probably change it that way. There, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3. No, it's oil patch here as well. Oil patch even. Those two we have. Do we have one more here? Ah, there it is. These stupid stumps makes it so we can't see them that well. Here we go, and there we are. Then we just need to hook it up with some pipes. Let's just add them in. Don't really need your beacons here, just give me the pipe. And then let's connect this up rather easily like this. Please go to right here, and you can go to there. And quite a lot of oil here, to be honest, so that's quite good. That's connected up. Let's just get a pipe that way. Then this is hooked up. We'll need to connect these up to each other. So let's just do it a long pipe like that. The reason for that is then we can hook it up with some other things going forward. There we are. This is all getting powered as well. And then we just need to steal this little part to get more oil in. Pretty much that one. If we have enough oil wells, then this should be able to produce with no issues at all. So right there. This should all hook up very nicely, giving power to all of these and making it produce oil for us. Hooked up. Yeah. What other oil patches do we have? That is not something I want to do. There's some down here though that we should probably go and look at. So let's expand solar out until we get to that area. Can we do a tier 2 one on top of this one? Let's see where's it at. Shouldn't change that, but give us the rubber ports. So let's do this. That should give us closer to the oil. Here we're close to iron. Might want to hook that up so we have it connected, or at least get this down to cover it. The same down here. Please go right here and here and here. Then we're getting closer to this as well. That is looking good. Small patches out here we should probably clear out. So let's just add in a bit of landfill to make this a bit easier to grab. There we are. Let's do the same over here. So that is covered. Do we have anything else around here we need it? Not really. That is going fine. Oh, a nice big copper patch down here. We can grab. Oh, and a lot of oil there as well. So let's just fill in a few things. We can get you away. We can remove this part and the radar. Should be fine. And we can remove. Probably keep the rest of this. Maybe removing this part will make it a bit easier to manage. But yeah, it doesn't do that much, to be honest. So here we go. Let's just line this up. As we've done so many times before, just making this go over like this. Let's make sure we lined up correctly. To be honest, one massive blueprint could be nice, 4 of this. But since we don't have that big ore patches, we are not able to place it down. Oh, did I misalign something again? That seems to be a recurring theme of me placing down miners. So that will solve that. That will solve this little issue here. How are things looking? Electronic circuits are building up now. And of course they'll make something else lack. But as long as we just cover a lot of these ore patches as we go, it should, in theory, be good in the long run. Starting to bring in the barrels. These will start to, well, they are working, but they just need to start. Kind of want to move these two out the way. So let's do that right away. Please deconstruct to right here and do the same over here. That should give us the room we need to hook into this oil in just a little bit. Oh, we have a nice patch right here as well. We haven't tapped into. Now we should be able to do our little copy paste trick. Just scrolling back. Oh, I love that. That's actually quite brilliant. And a good thing we found that out. Was it the last episode or the episode before that? Oh, we have a lot more down here. So let's just connect you up. Here, here. There's one, and here's one, and then all of them is now connected up, it seems. Yeah. Then we can take our pipe. Oh, that was a horrible way to do it. Let's go down this way. That'll also give us room to what we need to. Yeah, let's do this. Don't mind using a bit of pipe. It is not the end of the world. There we are. That's all of those hooked up. Here is a bit of power. There we go. That should power all of these. And then we just need to take, copy you, and go back to this one. Just one right here for now. All's in robotic range, so that should start working as well as soon as we got it hooked up. Ton of ore over here we can hook up. So let's get that done. Be nice not having to worry about ore for a little bit. That has been something we've been gunning for pretty hard the last few episodes. And something that's kind of the basis for everything we're trying to make. We should probably add in, where's at? Right there. So I can remove this part. And that one. Of course, cut parts of this in a little while, but hopefully it will soon get up and running again. Hopefully it will get up and running in just a little bit. That should cover it all. And that's going to give us a lot more iron. Over here, we'll have to do the same. Firstly, get this one down. The rest we don't really need to do anything to. We just need to remove that, and then we can place down our trusty blueprint. So here, here, here. So now that is solved as well. Yet another little thing hooked up in our base. Let's go back to a smaller one when doing this one. There we go. The rest we can leave for a little while. It's still a bit out of range, or we could just do this to hook it up anyway. So please go to here and go to there. Remove that part and please do this. There we go. Then that will sort itself out as well. And then we have all of our copper patches filled. Same with our iron patches right here. And that should hopefully make sure that we are pulling in the maximum amount we can. In terms of robots, we still have about 10,000 idling. Our power is holding strong. At 12G now for our advanced solar panels. And rising steadily. Let's mark this out. With a few more. And then we could also set up a bit more of the red ones. And we are still building a surplus, but I know from experience that we'll probably need it very soon anyway. So let's just take this part and move it to... It fits right there. Let's do one. Let's do it correctly when we place this, or else we will be in serious trouble. 2. That'll give us 2 more reds. Just expanding our production a whole ton. Hopefully our base can handle it. That is at least the plan. Oh, more oil. We'll have to connect up. Can we do normal solar panels here? We can't. We'll have to do this one a bit further out. Solar grid tier 2. We should be able to fit in a few here without any issues at all. That does look like that is the case. And then we can remove this part, we can remove that part, and then we should easily be able to hook up the rest here. There we go. I know I'm gonna enjoy this so much when it's all hooked up, because our oil, among other things, will be sorted for quite a while. That is at least the plan with doing this massive setup. That should... Oh, there's one under this one, so let's remove you. So we can fit in that one. Because I want every piece of oil I can get to future-proof our base. That is good. You can just continue up this way. So that's all of those connected up. We'll need you to go over here. And that is all of them running now. Let's give them some power. And right here will be one connected up. There we are. Can we then fit in what we need right here? If we are that lucky. Easily fit in one right there. Hopefully that will supply enough. If not, we'll just add a second one to our system. And that should be all we need. This one over here. We'll have to move a few of these to get it running, but I think it's worth doing it right now. since it's something I know we'll be needing anyway. So let's just get it out. Solar grid tier 2, please go over this way. And then we can dismantle these two. Losing a bit of power, but hopefully we'll just add it up somewhere else. So oil, let's get the rest of them removed and get some more built. We are buffing normal solar. Does that mean we're buffering? Yeah, we're also buffing the good ones. Though we should probably be using a few now, but that is completely fine. So it does seem like some of these are not getting consumed yet. This is just going to be one long resource grab episode. That's kind of what I am seeing at the moment. You can go away. You can go away. The same with that part. Anything else we need to clear out? Probably the radar. It's right on the edge there. Let's do it somewhere else instead. Could probably have made it, but I want to save it for a little while. And away with you. Could probably move this one as well. They just need to go around then, and then we will be good. So let's hook up this small amount right here, and the last one. And that should cover enough of that one. And let's do the same down here. Both ways, since resources are quite important to manage and to make sure that's running perfectly. So now that's solved. This is solved as well. Have we cleared out this area up here? We have. That means we can get the rest of these down. And let's take these. That's all of them. Yep. And down with the pipe. And please go down this way, making us centralized. Oh, we can't go that way. That's has light. So let's just go like that. And up, and there we are. That should be all of them hooked up. Do they all have power? That is a big no. Now they should all have power. And we can go in and copy you and change into the thing we want, being, where is it at? Didn't we save one of them? There we are. Placing you down right here. So that'll work even better. Those two might be overkill up here now. Let's see, you'll connect to that one, power both of these. And yeah, more oil working. And it is probably, or hopefully, starting to buffer a bit. Wow, base is quite hungry. It's just grabbing whatever it can. That is pretty sick. There we are. Let's remove what we did last time. This part and that part. probably need a radar soon, else this will probably run out. Oh, I couldn't remove that much. Let's keep it at the top then for now. And remove these and the radar. I think that should be fine. We could remove the bottom ones, but I'll make it, I rather want it looking a bit nice. So please do this, please. And then we can kind of look at how much we are producing in just a little bit. Because I think we are actually at a very, very good point. Or a point, but a very good place in terms of our input. Please go away with that. And you could probably get the power somewhere, going somewhere else than that. So what if we just do this? Then we should be able to remove, oh, it's not really doing anything, we can remove this at least. Could also remove that. That should still cover this entire one. It's going around this way and down. And here we are. Right here. That is good. Now I just need to fill in the rest up here. There's a small amount that's outside our range. But that should give us another iron patch. Solar grids. One more, like tier 2 one. Getting even closer to this one. And let's just get some things around it to make sure that we can grab all of the oil. Might have to skip this one right here. Seems might be a problem. But yeah, let's do it right now. Then we have this saved for the future and able to be hooked up at a moment's notice. So pretty much all our robots are flying around at the moment, not because we are lacking power and stuff like that, but just because we are producing so much we need that many to fly in. This is also emptying out, but even though that is the case, let's do this, we still have about 900k in storage in buffer chests around here. Hopefully that will be enough for what we need. That is at least what I am hoping. Yeah, we can't even supply enough production out in the base. We're producing almost 100k iron ore a minute. And that is actually not that bad. But we are pulling from pretty much every site we have, trying to fill up the main base. Let's just fill this little thing in. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's take that and do it on top of the rest. And a bit down here. And there we are. That's a bit more hooked up. The same over here. And there and there. Do they have power? They do if I do something like that to hook it up. Do you have power? Yeah, you have more than enough power nearby. So that should be fine. So I don't think we need to hook up anything else right now. We are actually producing more than we're picking up. Mostly because we are out of robots. But yeah, that is just the place we're at. Power-wise, we can still hold the through night, hopefully. That is at least the plan. But this is starting to tax our things a bit. So everything's actually looking quite good. It's all just a part of the plastic. And batteries. Are the batteries missing anything? Or yeah, these are pretty much just going through the accumulators, and as soon as they're built up, then this should be something that's not used that much anymore. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant at expanding it out. Or we could just expand it out and then remove it afterwards again when we don't need it. That could also be a plan. So let's just add in one more battery production. Those accumulators are so expensive. That's fine. Whoa, look at that. I love this look, guys. Just trying to grab resources. This is pretty much, as we've talked about before, Stargate SG-1. This is pretty much what I think the replicators do. Go to new planets, set up something that produces robots, and then they just start to expand out, eating whatever resources we can find. That is pretty much what I think they do. So in that regard, this is beautiful in my mind, and it's just working. Of course, the UPS is starting to pick up a bit of a hit, but it looks like being in the map mode is quite bad for UPS. If you look at, we're at 54. If we go into map mode, it just kind of drops quite a bit. So when we have the base running, we will try to do it here so we don't waste too much time on that. But we are making it through the night on our current solar setup. Are we buffing any solar that we need to set up before we end the episode? Yeah, we're buffing almost 1,000. That's the same as 10,000. What's it called? Normal ones. So that should be a reason why we should expand out just a bit more before the episode stops. And then this episode has been a really successful one in terms of getting power, making sure we are not lacking things around the base for the future. And let's go up this way as well. Maybe out here we could add some solar to this area. Slowly but surely expanding outwards and upwards. But then again, with 1,000 we can put down about 10 of these. Don't think we have done that. Should we add in a few over here so we can grab this oil? That could be the case. So let's just add in a few. 1, 2, get us close to the oil. And one down here will get us close to this huge copper. 18 million, that's a massive copper patch. So east might be the way to go in terms of getting... there we are, getting our copper supplied. But with that, I will end the episode. Things are looking very bright. Our power is holding. Robots are moving in. Oh, almost 100. Yeah, 100k iron ore a minute. Look at that. Oh, 100k. Perfect. That is awesome to see. Next episode, we will probably start a bit of science again. Things are running very smooth, and we need to get some done, because the science is building up quite fast with the rocket launch we're doing. So we can't go all the way through one more tier of research, and I'm probably gonna go with one more productivity or one more cargo size, because in theory they do the same. If we do this one, we'll save a bit on the amount of power we need. This will save or give us more resources. So to do a bit of the same, we'll probably still go for more productivity, since that is quite important. But enough of me rambling. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll give me a like and subscribe, and then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.